So, hello everyone. In this video, we'll talk about the basics and the HR module of ERPnext. So, this is the next step of the tutorial I made a few days ago. So what are the things that you need to actually run this? Uh, on the last tutorial, I showed you how to install on a virtual box. So as long as you have that VirtualBox running and set its network to a bridge network, you can access it on your host computer or your host browser. You just have to type the IP address of the virtual machine, the network on the virtual machine. So this is the IP address, so I can access it. So let me type it once again here. So yep, you just have to log in your account. So let's start with employee. Let's start with HR. So HR settings. Uh, let's start with employee. Currently, we have no employees, and we only have one user, one ERPnext user. So what we can do is add another user. So let's type an example user. So let's just type Kyle, please. So the other user types. Okay. You can type here employee self-service. Okay, let's save. Okay. So in order to use this user, in order for this user to access this account, we have to make an employee. So this is a completely blank, completely empty ERPnext. So we're starting with HR. Currently we have no employees. So we had to add an employee. So what are these fields? So you can choose our company. You can choose if he's active or inactive. Yeah. This is a series. This is the series. It's the naming process of each. It basically acts like an ID for the users or the employees. So just have to type the name that we typed earlier, and gender. I know there's a lot of genders recently, but we're only using the basics right now. Uh, so for the date of birth, we can just choose from earlier dates, just random dates. And for the date of joining, we can just put in January 1. So, so as for the employment type, yeah, we can choose from these options. For now, just put full time. So you can add a new one from this for this one, but we're not adding it. It's not required yet. Okay, so as for the emergency contact, we can put details here. This is the important part. So we need the user ID of the user that we uh, uh, the user ID that we created earlier. Yeah. So we can set up the job details here too. So we can choose if which job applicant joined recently. We can try it later. But right now it's empty. We don't have a job applicant created yet. So for the department and grade, you can choose from these departments. We'll just choose uh, can we do? We can put research and development here. As per grade, we need to create one yet. You haven't. As for the branches, haven't. Okay, so let's just put software developer. So reports to, we can put an immediate supervisor for this employee, but no. So as for the approver, we can put the admin. Okay. Uh, this one is for leave. In attendance, holiday list. We haven't. Uh, I haven't yet created a holiday list, but it's required to actually use for the monthly salary of the user or the employee. So this one is actually required, but we can create it on another tutorial video. As for the salary details, we can put bank, cash, or check. We can put cash instead. We just put main. We can put another a health insurance provider here. Maybe you can put value care just for an example. We can put any number that we want. Or no, the card that we want. The health insurance number that assigned for this employee. So you can just leave it blank for now. Contact details. We'll let the employee decide for this one. Uh, so educational qualification. You can put the data here. So I'll put an example school here. Uh, because we can put a qualification or the years of passing here. We can just remove this one. We don't need it. So the previous work experience, same here. We have company, destination, the salary, the address of the company that the employee worked previously. Yeah. So exit. This is for resignation letter date. It's for resignation. So you can save this employee now. So after saving it, yeah. So after saving it, we can now edit. We can still edit the details that we entered earlier. We can change the picture. We can assign to another employee. We can uh, eh, we can add a tag here. Currently don't have one. So that's all for the creation of the employee. So we'll try editing first the user. So let's see what happened to the user here. So uh, now that we have created an employee account for this user, uh, so we can change the password here so we can log in. We'll put the default password here. Let's just type in ERPnext. Uh, what's more? Permissions, I think, for this. No. Where do I? Wait. Sorry. Go back to users, reboot role. I think I put the user roles here. Oh, you can put roles here. Okay, so we just have to log out and try the user earlier. Let's put sample. Password earlier was ERPnext. Was it ERP next? I'm pretty sure it's ERP next. Sweet. I'll edit that user. As for the password, no, I didn't save it. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna try out the user. The yep. Now this is all that the user has access to. We can change the roles later. Uh, yes. So projects, payroll, salary slip, but that's not covered in this video. So far that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.